At mounting unrest on college campuses across New York just this morning. Police brought in to clear pro-Palestinian encampments. This was the scene just after 7 this morning at NYU and the new school. As officers moved in, there were 43 arrests at the new school and 13 at NYU. CBS News' Natalie Duddridge joining us at new school with the latest. Natalie.
Well, Mary, those arrests had cleared the area, but now a new group of demonstrators has showed up. You can see right now there's a couple dozen demonstrators. This is at 63 Fifth Avenue, the new school campus. There's actually another campus building right across the street. The NYPD cleared both this morning. They say 43 students were arrested. Now, when we first arrived around 9 a.m., you could still see tents that had been set up inside the school lobby. Those tents have since been taken down. Also at 9, we had seen hundreds of students standing in the street. They were not demonstrating. They were trying to get to class because they had not been told classes were canceled. Then about 20 minutes later, a letter was sent out from the interim president of the new school saying that 2 weeks ago they had reached an agreement with protesters by vote to move the demonstration in exchange for a meeting with the Board of Trustees to make their case for divestment from companies linked to Israel. Now, that letter went on to say that students violated the agreement. They blocked the entrance to a residence that housed 600 students. The school said they negotiated, but students would not budge. They said they deeply regretted having to call police. The interim president said the decision was about conduct, not about free speech. We spoke to a professor and a student. We also heard from the NYPD. Here's what they had to say.
No incidents. No one got hurt. The school's happy. We secured their school back to them, or parts of their school back to them. The kids are getting arrested, and we're gonna move on.
I arrived around 7:45 to see police with riot gear standing in front of this building. Then I walked down the block, and there were buses and hundreds of police. I spoke to a student protester who managed to get away, and he says that police came into the building while students were sleeping and arrested everybody.
They set up inside like the dorms, and I think that was they chained their arms to the building. It seems like classes are canceled because we can't enter either of the buildings.
Now, students and protesters tell us it's been a stressful time, or students and professors rather, it's been a stressful time because they are studying for finals, followed by a graduation ceremony set for May 17th. Some students say it has been disruptive to their studies, but they are mixed on how all of this has been handled. In Greenwich Village, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
Early this morning, the NYPD cleared an encampment set up in a walkway on NYU's campus. More demonstrations are expected there later this afternoon. A live look near the campus right now, where things appear calm following today's action from the NYPD. An NYU spokesperson says around a dozen people who refused to leave the Green Street walkway were arrested at around 6 this morning. The NYPD says it received a letter from the university asking police to move in after pro-Palestinian demonstrators refused to leave on their own. Some students are criticizing the school's decision.
Embarrassing, especially after all of the emails that have been given out to all the students here, saying that, you know, it's unfortunate what happened Monday, just for them to do it again when they know press isn't watching. It's an embarrassment to our country. It's an embarrassment to everything.
A pro-Israeli rally is expected to happen near the Paulson Center around 2 p.m. A pro-Palestinian demonstration is scheduled for 4 p.m. Police also gave a timeline on the events leading up to an accidental shooting at Columbia University. The NYPD said it happened while clearing an unoccupied area of a building.
When the sergeant transitioned his firearm to his non-dominant hand, he began to use his dominant hand to gain entry through the window, which is when the unintentional discharge occurred. The bullet traveled through the office glass and into the office they were attempted to gain access to. After the firearm discharged, the sergeant immediately assessed his team and ensured that nobody was injured.
Police said the team gained access to the office and no one was inside. They said they will not be releasing the body camera footage of that. Stay with CBS News for the very latest developments on the campus protest. Look for updates throughout the day on our website, cbsnewyork.com.